Okay, so I wanted to start and talk about the rest of Friday because there was 8 trades I talked about in the previous video, and what we had was that we had 7 straight wins, and if you averaged 10, yeah, 10 contracts a trade minus fees, you ended up netting about $250 per trade for those seven, and that got you about 1,750 bucks. Trade eight, and I'm going to show you why I think how we can avoid trade eight in the future. Trade eight was the killer. And if you're doing 10 contracts, it's minus $2,000 right off top. So you're sitting now, that took away all your profit. It's sitting at negative 250 bucks. And I want to say this before I keep going on. Trading is not easy. You need to know when to stop and then how many trades. And if you stick to those rules about, hey, I'm close enough to my profit goal, I've been trading long enough, I've made enough trades, and just like okay maybe a feeling don't use your feelings, but any of those three should be like stops. Okay, so usually if it's like 3 to 10 trades somewhere in there, jump out. If you've been sitting there for whether it's an hour or 2 hours or whatever you can, you need to jump out too. Also too, if you're close enough to your profit goal, horseshoes and grenades, people. If it's close enough, just bail out for the day, pat yourself in the back, and then, cash out later that night and come back in tomorrow. But if you stuck through that loss, I'm going to show you. If we stuck around till 7 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time, so a total from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., there was 16 trades. And in those 16 trades, there's only one loss. And that one loss was the eighth trade. After that, the other trades all worked out. So 9 through 16 would have been all winners. And I'm going to show you this right now, okay? We're going to bring over this chart and we're going to talk about it. Let's pop this up right now if we may. Boop. There we go. So this is at 628, and this is the first trade. Now they look like this little bar right here. I would have gotten in at both these bars at roughly 626. The price then shot up, and you would have made your 6 ticks, probably 8 ticks on this one, even out. Now on the right hand chart is this gold bar. This didn't get you out. You would have been still not even in, but you would have still had a trade open up until it hit this green bar right here at 6:28 in the morning. The 6:26 one did make me nervous. I was curious to see how far it went up, but the entry point was at 55, I believe. Yep, 755 even, and it did go up 8 ticks higher than that, and I have a 6 tick trailing, and so it would have got been in and out and done for the day. And then this one right here, another great one. I would have been in a little higher at 57.50, and then it went up way above that, so I was good to go. Went up to 61, so no worries on that one either. So those are the first 2 trades. Next two are over here a little bit later at 6:39 in the morning, and again I was in at 6:38 and 6:34 respectively. And so the blue one, I got in this left side chart at 42.75 at 6:38, and I was out 1 minute later. I was out in this minute right here. Actually, this is 6:38 when it out right that bar right there. The right side though took a smidge longer. I got in at again. I had a sell order in placed in at 6:34 at 41.75. This is this gold one right here, and then it eventually sold out at 6:39. Um, So it would have been hanging out for a little while and then just waited for that thing to finally pop down. Quick hits, they were roughly, I'm only counting 6 ticks. If they went past 6 ticks, then fantastic. But 6 ticks is all I'm looking for, especially the amount of contracts I'm trading. 6 ticks is 250 bucks per trade. There's were 500 bucks right there. So combined. The next trade over here, this exact same entry points, and it got me in at the exact same spot. I had a sell order in at 6:54, and by 7 o'clock in the morning, boom, I was done. I was out, and happy about that trade. That one worked out just fine too, because it did get me in here, got me in, and then boom, I was out. Okay, let's see. Oh no, this one's 7 o'clock. I misspoke. This is 6:46 and 6:50. So I would have been had entry points out here and then at 6:50. That makes more sense. This is a 6:50 candle. And it went down. It went down enough. It went down 8 ticks. All I needed was six, and then I was out. This one was easy. This one I had. buy orders once set in at this gold price, about 73.50-ish, 73.75. The blue one, it was about 79.50. This is right at 7 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock Eastern time, and it just shot up. It was a great trade, easy money maker right there. And that was the that was the next two, four, six, eight trades. We just went covered through eight trades. And so if you had a loss on trade number eight, but then kept trading 9 through 16, you would have made all your money back, plus because you would have been down negative 250 bucks, and then you would have been back up about 1750, give or take fees, and where it got you in, I've got you in on split, whatever. It would have been just fine. You would have had a great day. But what I want to show you right now, I'm going to drag this chart over here, is the pattern of these charts, okay? Let's do this part. Expand this out there so you can see where that loss happened because I'm trying to find a filter for the loss to make sure it doesn't happen again. And what we see here is that I'm going to back this up to 5 o'clock. This is our very first trade. Let me back it up so you can see the sequence of both the left and right charts. Same trade, same ribbon, same side. Everything's looking good. This trade's good. Very next trade's over here at about 5:30-ish, a little before that. This one worked out great. Next trade is, let me move this out of the way. That'd be helpful. Next trade is at 5:48. Again, right chart and left chart are matching up. And this is where it gets a little hokey, 6:28, okay? Let's see if I'm right on this one. Nope, it's this trade right here. This is the sequence. This is trade 7. It's only one side hit. If you notice that we have a red ribbon and then we have the first hit, this one worked at 6:01. This is trade 7. It worked out. It was this trade here, 7:08, that it worked back. It was almost like a rebound effect. It was the trade after the trade. I've made trades like this before and it's worked out, but this is the only anomaly between all 16 trades I've gone through that I was like, this is the only thing that's different between the left chart and the right chart. Okay. I know I made trade 7 worked out, but it was the trade 8 when it came back down. But that sequence between trade 7 and trade 8, and I'm thinking, do I just skip that next time? Do I skip those two trades? Let me know. Let me know what you think about those two because, yeah, I think we could. I don't know. I just see this is the only difference because the next couple trades, uh, were all the exact same. Same, the ribbons were same side. Everything was good. There wasn't any anomalies with it. And so I mean, 648. There's this one, and then we had our last trade was a skinny little guy right here. Uh, was right at 7 o'clock, but I had a buy order in, and then it shot up at 7 o'clock. And here's this side too. So yeah, it's this anomaly right here on the right chart that's just different than this one. Okay. And so again, if you watch the time, they don't have this little blue spike up here on the left-hand side. Now, the left chart isn't as sensitive as the right chart is, and that's why you'll get these. And you do get more trades out of the right chart, but this is today. Today was a day when it just mattered because this is my only loss. Now I'm going to go back through and see if I can find a similar correlation because that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find a filter saying, hey, I'm going to step back and not make those trades. Because if I didn't make those two trades, if I didn't make trade 7, make trade 8, and I only have 14 trades for the day, uh, 14 times up by 250 bucks. Let's see what that is just real quick. I know people are really good at math, but 14 times 250, that's over $3,500. Okay, that was the sequence of it. But instead, we had a $2,000 loss in the middle of all that, and plus one more win equals 15 plus a win. So, I mean, literally, you could have walked away with $1,750 if you traded all 16 of those trades. Now, I stopped at 7 o'clock. I could have kept going and see if there's more trades. I did look a few more, and there's a few more down the road, but they took forever. But if you just want to trade 2 hours and make 1,750 bucks, or if we somehow missed those two trades, we still would have been up over 3,000, $3,500. I'm okay with that. So let me know what you think about that, because I am trying to find a filter that works and trying to find something that I could be consistently be okay with missing. Because sometimes I like to trade it. I like to make those trades, guys. All right, so hopefully that showed you the next trades after that. So yeah, it was a great day. I know some people that kept on trading way after I was done stopping, they made some fabulous money, even with that loss. Now I didn't cash that loss yesterday because I think talked about in my last video. I just didn't move s- my price up, and I missed it by a tick or two, and so I got spared that. If not, I would have kept on trading, and I would have made out for the day. So, all right, uh, let's make sure that you follow the rules and say lots of prayers because we need lots of prayers when we do this, guys. All right, have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.